Oh, I sat right on the middle bit.
Hi, I'm DW. Welcome to my cottage garden, where I grow food and flowers and share it all with you.
Hello, and welcome to this abnormally warm day in April. Excuse the sweat. I thought I'd get on here and show you how I'm going to pinch out some of my dahlias. Everyone and their mum has decided to drive past. So pinching out your dahlias, what on earth am I on about? And why would you want to do that? So pinching out means removing the central stem of your dahlias when they shot up from their tubers quite early on. And what this does is it encourages the side shoots where you've got little branches tucked away to develop more, which means that you have more blooms. So you get more bang for your buck by giving them a little pinch out. So I have a variety of dahlia tubers waking up from their slumber. Some are ready to be pinched out and some are not. I'm going to show you how you'll know and what to do. So my rule of thumb when it comes to pinching out dahlias is to wait for the center stalk to have 4 sets of leaves. Now, some people go based on the height of the plant, but I feel like that can vary depending on the dahlia type that you're working with. So I'm going literally by the 4 sets of leaves. So I've got 1 set here. Well, if I'm going to count that as a set, did have another leaf there, but I've got 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4, and this bit is the bit I'd be looking to chop out. Now, I know it feels scary because you're thinking that is the meat of the flower. Like if I chop that out, what am I going to do? But if you look really closely, just a couple of little nubs, and those are going to grow out into other sets of leaves and branches, and you'll get more flowers. Right, so the first snip is always the hardest. Just going to go into here, and with my nippers, and there you go. Now, I have heard of some people propagating these. I mean, you probably could, and heck, maybe I will too. As you can see, it's just got this lovely empty tube, and those side bits are what's going to develop into more branches and eventually more flowers. Now, if you're like me here and you have some more arguably central stems, you could go and snip these. In fact, I'm going to be a bit bold this year and nip out this tiny one here. The worst that can happen is that they just don't bloom as well. And when I've started 16 dahlia tubers, I think I've got some to spare, you know? Now, this is one that I'm not sure is ready to be pinched out. And the reason why I say that is because it's got 1, 2, 3, and just about 4 sets of leaves. But also if you look at the condition of the plant, these leaves are slightly yellow. And I'd want this to get a bit more robust, a bit more healthy, a bit more green like the central shoots are here. And then I'd go ahead and pinch it out. You can also see there's a tiny little nub coming through there too, which is very exciting. So this one I'm going to leave for a little longer. Oh, and something here as well. And then I will pinch it out. And here is one that I think is ready. So I'll check 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go for this middle bit, which is, yeah, not quite open, but well, nip that away there. I like to use these nippers. Some people use their fingers and literally pinch it out, but I feel like when I'm doing it at this stage and I'm doing it sitting down, these are really handy. I'm gonna swivel it round. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and go for this middle bit here. There we are. This bit I don't think is ready just yet. I'll leave that one. And so, yeah, I'm going to call this one done. My dahlias have been living in the polytunnel since I potted them up about late February, March, and they've been getting on great in there. And that's how I've now got them to this stage earlier on. Usually I just sort of left them until about this time, and I'd pop them in pots or in the ground and just sort of brave it as we're in those last few days before we can finally say there are no more frosts this year. So that's all the dahlias I'll be pinching out today. And I'm going to give these water and pop them back in the polytunnel. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.